Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sumuji Radio Show. So I'm really excited for this year because I'm actually get to talk to some other people that are also in the Maid Cafe community, and I have my good neighbors here. Let's let them introduce themselves. Hello, neighbors.
Hi, I am Maid Taiga of Animaru Maid Cafe.
And I made Lottie also with Animaru Maid Cafe.
Hello, friends. It's so nice to finally have you on here.
Yes, we're so
Yes,
excited to be here.
thanks for having us.
Yeah. I've been wanting to sit down and chat with you guys for a while
Mhm.
since we are nearby and have known each other for quite some time. So I
Yes,
think this will
yes.
be a good time.
Sister cafes.
Yeah. Okay. So you already introduced yourself, but can you say like where you guys are located?
Yes, so Animaru is primarily based in Phoenix, Arizona, but we also have members in Southern California, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we actually have one member who is out of the country. She is in Santiago, Chile.
Ooh. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. All over the place, but mainly Phoenix, Arizona.
Mm-mm-mm. I remember last week I was talking to Mochi actually, and they also have members in other states, and I was like, that's an interesting concept actually that you guys have other people in other places.
Yeah, it does present a few challenges being so widespread, but we make it work.
Yeah, for sure. I know, like, for me, I'm located in New Mexico, but I come to Phoenix so often that I'm there like every couple months. So it just happened to kind of work out like that.
Mm-mm. Do you drive
But it,
all the way back and forth?
I do. I go usually go through like Holbrook and then come down um, through Phoenix, and it's not too bad of a drive. I think it takes me like 6.5 hours,
Oh,
because I
okay.
drive like a maniac. But it's like probably one of my favorite drives. Like it's so beautiful, like coming out of Holbrook, like down into Phoenix. It's like
Mhm.
one of my favorite drives. So every time we have an event, I'm like, I would love to drive to Arizona. Heck yeah.
Oh, you make it sound so nice.
Right. And
It's so
yeah,
Yeah.
and obviously with our like out of state and out of country members, we don't expect them to come to all of our Phoenix-based events. And some of our members actually don't really do in-person events. They just do like online content.
Mm-mm-mm. I see.
Yeah, it's good to have kind of have a variety of people who have different skills.
keeps it
I
balanced.
yeah, I agree with that too.
But I like driving to Phoenix. It's very nice. I love driving to Phoenix, especially by myself. So, and it's always like very exciting for me. So I don't mind
Mm. I
driving
don't
all the way
think
down to Phoenix.
I don't think I've seen you at one of the Phoenix events yet, but also I don't really leave my house, so
That's fair. Soon.
That's
soon.
true. So I think the last time I was in Phoenix, when was it? It was oh, when was it, Tyga? It was
You were here
for
for
Public.
FurCon.
I was here for FurCon in October. That's right. I was like, when is the last time? Yeah, I was there in October, and then I'm coming back very soon. Wink, wonk.
Wink, wink.
I'm
Wink
there.
wonk.
I'm there.
But I've already planned out like my year schedule where I'm like, okay, I'm going to Phoenix this month, this month,
We
this month, this
Yeah,
month.
we can talk about future events here. I just don't know when this is going to come out, so I don't know if there'll be future events at that point.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I can reveal the time period. Okay, so right now it's like mid-January, so this is probably gonna come out early February, late January.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
good.
So our next event is February 26th. We're doing like a
Oh!
meet and greet at K Collective.
Really?
Yes, and Lottie will be there. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I'm there.
yes. Yay!
yeah. I'll give you an axolotl sticker. I have so many.
Yes, please. I love me some axolotls. They're so cute in Minecraft.
So I had someone else, what was it? An event back in like September, and some guy came to me and he's like, "What's your animal?" And I was like, "Oh, it's an axolotl." And he's like, "I thought those only existed in Minecraft. They're real." And I was like, "Yeah, we're real." And I was like, "Real animal." And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna have to Google that." And then just turned around and left. And I was like, "You have fun with that, my guy. I'm glad you learned something new today." But he genuinely thought
Oh
they
my
were just a
god.
thing in Minecraft, and I was like, "Dang."
That's so funny because, like, most animals in Minecraft, they're real animals. I don't know why he thought, like,
There's just a
specifically
phenomenon.
yeah,
Just
specifically axolotl.
It is like a little bit sad because they are endangered, so like the dwindling numbers may contribute to people not knowing about them.
Yeah, true, true.
Right.
Ooh, maybe we'll get into that. Like, you guys can talk more about your
Yes,
animals too.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question here is what's the story of how Animaru was created?
So I've been doing Maid Cafe since about 2013, and I was taking a little bit of a break from like being like a maido in around 2018 to early 2019. And I was working with a convention group over here, just helping them manage their cafes. And I was sitting at one of the events being like, huh, do fur cons have maid cafes? And so I asked about it, and they were like, no, we've never really had one at any of the fur cons. I was like, well, would you like one? Because
Ooh.
at that point in time, I was really wanting to get back into like the Mado lifestyle. I'd been out of it for about a year, and I was like, man, I need to get back into this. So I originally my idea for the cafe was going to be cats. We were all going to be different breeds of cats. Um, but then I kind of ended up combining it with my I really love doing charity work and volunteering. So I combined it with my love for activism and made the theme into endangered animals.
Yeah, and I really like the concept too because I well, speaking for everyone here, I get to learn more about like other endangered species of animals myself. And I
Right. Yeah,
like, yeah.
like the vaquita, which is a species of porpoise. There's I think less than 10 of them in the whole world.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, which is crazy.
Whoa, I didn't know that actually.
hmm And you learn about
Oh.
other animals that are endangered that you didn't realize were endangered. So I personally think it's really nice to be able to share ways that you can help them, like just little things you can do in your life.
And I like that you guys really put charity work as like one of your main things as well.
Yeah, for sure. That's really important to me, and I know it's important to a lot of our members as well.
Yeah. Oh, for the cat idea, like, can you tell me different breeds of cats? Because like, for me, I'm like, cats, black one, orange one,
Yeah, so there's like
sporty.
Bengals, there's Burmese, Maine Coons, Norwegian forest cats. I wanted to be a Turkish Angora because their tails are like feather dusters.
Aw,
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, I know a little bit too much about different cat breeds.
Oh, that would have been cute.
Yeah.
I remember Kyuki, like, way back in the day, she thought about making or I found her Kyuki. She thought about making our cafe, like, ice cream flavors.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
she
is
was
really
like,
cool.
yeah, like chocolate chip mint or rainbow sherbet, and I'm like, "Oh, that would have been cute."
If you had like uniforms that were like waffle cones.
Oh, that would be cute, like a
Oh
triangle.
yeah. And
Yeah.
like a sprinkle for like the pockets on the aprons or something. That would have been really cute.
Yeah, that's a cute idea. If y'all listening, I guess you could just have that one, like,
Yeah,
They're like, no, no, it's
yeah.
clay.
somebody make an ice cream maid uniform, please.
Just
Oh
credit.
my
Just
god.
credit.
You
Drop
know,
an at.
that was gonna be one of my hobbies. I actually, like, wanted to make, like, little, like, miniatures of maid uniforms, but
Oh.
yeah, cause I found someone on Instagram, I think I mentioned it in a previous episode that he makes, like, little miniature recreations of, like, different Akihabara uniforms, and it's super cute, and I wanna do something like
Oh,
that.
that's really cool.
That's adorable.
I
Yeah.
know I have like a bunch of like little, the little jars, like glass jars and stuff. I had so many and I found them when I was going through stuff and I was talking to Tyga and I was like, we should make like little terrariums with our animals in them.
Oh, that'd be cute.
And I was like, but I don't even know where to start with that. That's so like it, because then you got to put like tweezers and really get everything in and like shape them like they're such small little jars. But I was like, that would be so cute. We could have like a little axolotl on like your necklace, but that's so much time.
That's a lot.
Oh, is it like, when people, like, make, like, the ships in a bottle, like, they have to
hmm
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 exactly. And
A
like
lot
you
of
can seal them with resin and stuff, but I'm like, dang, that's a lot of work.
a lot of time and a lot of patience that I don't know that any of us have.
No, my ADHD meds would not surpass that kind of concentration. Like I know they help, but that's a whole other level.
Oh my gosh. That would be really cute though. But yeah, I feel the same because I realize how expensive like getting doll clothes making supplies because it's like kind of like an actual hobby that people do, and I was like,
Hmm.
$60 for a doll mannequin.
Oh my god, that's really expensive.
Yeah, I was like, it's a little bit too expensive. Like my human size
And
mannequin was like $90, so I'm like,
and it
Right.
adds up. It adds up so fast too when you go like, "Oh, I need this one accessory. I'm just gonna go buy it." And it only comes in bulk, so I'm just gonna buy it. And yeah, it adds up really fast.
It's like, do it for the maids, do it for the maids.
Do it
For
for the
the
maids.
days, kawaii Mito.
Oh, and Lottie, did you have experiences with maid cafes too?
I did. I hung out around like I had a lot of friends around maid cafes. I think starting in I want to say 2010. We had a cafe here in New Mexico a long, long time ago, and I remember like seeing to perform and dance. It was like my first convention, and I was like, and they were like, it was like a Vocaloid cafe, and it was
Really?
like my first convention. I was a baby, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And so then I made friends with the people in it, and so I was always too afraid to do maid cafes, but I like to support from the distance for a couple years. And then I'm trying to remember my years, like 2015, 16, like the beginning of 2016, um, a friend of mine who was running a cafe at the time offered like a position and we were really good friends, yada yada. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna take that leap and I'm gonna be a maid. And then a lot of life stuff came up and she was like, well, you're really helping me run it anyway. Do you just want the cafe? And I was like, sure. So I had to learn how to like basically run it from like square one. And then we had it for like a good, I want to say like a year or two. And then it kind of dispersed, fell apart, which was okay because we all had a lot of life stuff going on. And I told myself, I was like, no more maid stuff. It's so much work. It's so chaotic. Like I was so burnt out from doing a lot of behind the scenes work by myself.
And then you
And
met
then
me.
yeah, well then I used to do the same thing as Taiga is for a Arizona convention and a convention they do stuff in New Mexico too. I was helping out kind of running cafe stuff behind the scenes, so I wasn't an actual maid, but I was doing the same thing as Taiga was, just kind of helping out, and that's how I met Taiga in Phoenix at a convention. We were both doing our duties, and we became good friends. And then one like evening in the fall of 2020, Tyga made a post like, I wouldn't be opposed to having out of state people and kind of like built it up. So I remember I messaged Tyga and I was like, well, if you're okay with it. And I was like, I've been kind of wanting to get back into the maid stuff, but I'm just really scared. And you seem like you know what you're doing. And I have some kind of faith in that. And so Tyga was like, well, here are the requirements. Like, this is just kind of what I expected you, especially being out of state. And I was like, that's super doable. I'll do it. And we just kind of meshed really, really well together. And Tyga works so wonderfully that it wasn't like that same like experience I had initially. I was like, oh my gosh, someone who works like just like me and is like really motivated and really kind and really wonderful. And they make it really easy to want to work and do all these things.
I'm gonna cry.
It was
Oh.
really nice. Where I'm like, "Oh my gosh, we're vibing, like, this is so great," and then the charity stuff came into it, and I really love doing that. Um, but yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh, someone who has the same work ethic and goal as me," and it's not scary anymore, and so here I am 2 years later, and, yeah, you can't get rid of me now.
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I was like, "Now I'm here to stay forever. Sorry, not sorry."
I'm glad that you came on board too, because I remember I met you at one of those Phoenix conventions that you were
Yes!
worked at long ago.
Yes, and that's when I was still like that's when I had just kinda stopped running that other cafe, here in New Mexico, but I was like, "Oh, I wanna see Sumuji," and I was like, "I wanna give him love," and so I remember, one of the other maids in the cafe and I saw you guys and we're like, "Oh, chef's kiss, beautiful, we love you, oh my god," and I still have the Polaroid, the Chucky you gave us, I still have it, it hangs up in my office still,
Oh, I
um
love.
yeah, I still have it, and I remember, like, watching you guys dance, and I was like, "This is the most adorable thing ever," and I was like, "I love them," and you guys were so nice to us, like, you, like, recognized us, which kinda caught me off guard, and I was like, is this what like support systems look like? Wow.
Yeah.
And then Tyga at the same time was like, "Oh, I'll introduce you to all the maids." And I'm like, "Okay." And so it was so nice. It was such like a nice like breath of fresh air where I'm like, "Oh my gosh, everyone's so lovely here and so beautiful." I love it.
Yeah, yeah, I love maids, maid community. It's like
So good.
such I think like it's just love maids, just be nice to everyone. We all love dressing up in the
We wanna
frills and
support
all
each
of
other.
it. Yeah, yeah, we're all cool with each other. Love them all.
Yes, but fun fact, I still have the checkie you gave us, and I still, like, think about it every once in a while. Because if any maids give me anything, I keep them. So I have, like, a little
Oh,
bulletin board, and I'm like, "Ugh, all the babies, I love you. Chef's kiss."
oh, that's so you know what? We have to get a new one now next time you're
Yeah,
in town.
updated.
Yeah. That I went to Anime Los Angeles last weekend, and I
Ooh,
got
how
to
was
meet
that?
yeah, it was really fun, and I got to meet, a lot of the California, like, Southern California maids, and they're also, like, super sweet, super nice, and I also picked up a few things from them, and I'm like, "I need to put these somewhere." So I think I might, like, take up on your idea, like, make, like, a bulletin board or, like, a pin board
A shrine.
of the yeah,
Just make a
yeah, the
shrine.
Mado shrine.
Yeah,
Let it
I like shadow box a lot of my stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have checkies from I think I went to like most of the Sumuji events in 2018, and I think I have like 3 checkies from each event that I have just like hung up on a string. Hold on.
Oh. Oh, well,
Is
to
he
the
grabbing
viewers
them?
at home yeah, to the viewers at home, I think, Taiga is gonna probably, send a picture in the text chat that we're
Tyga's a
using
Sorry.
right
super
now.
fan.
Yeah,
Tyga's a super fan.
Sorry, my brother
love
decided to walk
Taiga.
in.
No, no, you're good, you're good, you're good. Oh, we were under the impression that you were gonna go get the the
We're
Oh,
like,
chickies,
"Oh,
yeah.
there they
they're actually
go."
like right next to me.
I just stare at
Oh.
them
I could
sometimes.
get them. I just moved, so I had to like take everything down, and it's all in a box that I need to put back on my wall in my new house. But yeah, so I have yeah, I have a lot of stuff. I like to shadow box things, so I have all of my stuff from when At Home was out here. I have it all shadow boxed, and I have like a couple pictures I think of Sumuji framed. Yeah.
Aw.
Super fan.
And then I have stuff from some of the SoCal maids too that I need to get shadow boxed.
Same. I have, like, stuff from, can I name drop other cafes that we love?
Yeah, of course. I'll probably
Asayoru?
Yeah, Asayoru.
yeah.
Oh, oh, Chef's Kiss. I buy literally everything from them. Like, I have, like, the little peeker they have, the T-shirt. I wear that T-shirt all the time to the gym.
Oh, I bought that
Um,
t-shirt too. It was the last
yes,
Yeah.
one. It was the
I
last
love
one, and
them.
I was like, "Yes, give it to me. I don't care if
So
it's
good.
3x, give it to
Yeah.
me."
So good. And then what was it? Megami Maids.
Yeah,
They
I have
had
some
their
Megami made stuff too.
yeah, they had, like, their stickers, and then they had their Halloween, like, photo set, and I was like, "Give me all of them," and I was like, buying all of them. So, yeah, any chance that I get, anytime especially stickers. If
Hmm.
Maid sell stickers, it's over. I'm just gonna buy them all.
Oh yeah.
That's me with, like, checkies and, like,
Oh,
charms.
yeah. Yeah.
Something I
Oh,
can put
yeah.
on a bag, yeah.
I know Hoshi did Valentine's last year, and I got one of their Valentines, and it was very, very cute.
Oh,
Aw,
I bought
cute.
what was it? I bought a Checky they dropped Asayoru, dropped a Checky, like, launch thing during FurCon in October, and one of our other maids and I, we were, like, sharing a hotel room, and I was, like, in the bathtub, and I texted, her from the bathtub, and I was like, "Fairy," I'm like, "The Checkies for Asayoru are on sale tonight," and she's like, "No!" So we both, like, bought them before they sold out, and then, one of the maids, like, they drew, like, the axolotl on for me and stuff, and I'm like so now I keep it, but and then my dog loves them too. Every time I get Checkies, my dog's like, "What's that?"
Yes!
Huge Mado fans.
My dog loves all the maids.
The
He's
Mado
a
tangent.
he's a Maido guy, what can I say? He loves all the maids. He loves the petticoats.
A man of, I almost said
Of
flavor,
taste.
of
A man of
taste?
flavor.
That didn't come out right, I'm sorry.
That's my boy. Oh, yeah, no, but, like, stickers and Checkies, if maid cafes have them, goodbye bank account. I will buy all of them, no cap.
Oh, true, true. I need to pick up some more, but yeah, mer gotta support all the fam.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll move on to the next question I have here, which is, can you tell us about the uniform design?
Sure, I can do that. So I did design the uniform myself. I had help with a friend of mine out here who has been a dressmaker for, I believe, 15 years now.
She does
Um,
great work.
yeah, she's incredible, and she really helped me like figuring it out logistically and bringing it to life. Because I had the idea in my head, and I was like, I can't draw. I have never sewn anything before. Please help. So,
Drop that at. Who was it?
so it's
Expose them.
Song from Cake Shop Couture. Yeah, she's been a very, very good friend of mine for a very long time, and I basically went over to her house and we spent like 8 hours just like she taught me how to sew, and my uniform was the first thing I ever made. So the design itself, the color scheme is like a tan for the base, and then the accents are white and pink, and we call it Neapolitan, like paw.
Oh my gosh, I just realized the pun now.
Yeah.
Adorable.
So I picked the color because I really wanted to have something that would stand out and also complement a variety of skin tones. And it also kind of like acts as a cuter version of like a safari type look. Because you know those safari outfits are always that like beige tan color.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was my idea with that. And then the form of the dress itself, the design, I wanted it to be something that was very simple and easy for novice seamstress to make. So it's very accessible to everyone, and it's also really easy to adjust to different sizes and different shapes. Um, and additionally, we have the apron, which is a half apron, and it has a little paw patch that is our logo on it. Um, then we have each maid has little paw print buttons that go down the front of their dress. They're not functional buttons, but they're very cute. And then we all have big pink bows. We're getting big bows made for the back of our aprons, so that'll be a fun new addition very soon. Um, and then, of course, maid headbands because you have to have maid headbands. And then for the butler uniforms, I wanted that to also be very accessible. So they're not custom made, but we did try to find pieces that would match to the maid uniform pretty closely. So it's like a little bit darker brown vest, and then black pants, white button-up top, and then a pink bow tie. And they also get an apron with a little patch on it. And then as far as accessories, everyone's accessories are used to reflect the animal that they chose. And then besides that, everyone can just kind of wear whatever, like bows and wrist cups and whatever they want.
Mm-mm. I also I really like to compliment butler designs to because I think it is a difficult task to like make it look like they belong to
Mhm.
this certain cafe.
Yeah.
And make them
Yeah.
special too. Yeah, make them like still very cute and special for them too.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Like when I was talking to Mochi last week, they just redid their butler uniform, so it like kind
Ooh.
of reflects more with like they look more that they belong with the cafe rather than like, guys in like a vest and pants.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
we
are
did
just
have
there for a good time.
we're all just here for a good time, but we did recently, I think like a year ago, we updated the vest to one that
Mhm.
was a little bit closer to the color of the dress itself, and it's a little bit more comfortable and fits a bigger variety of sizes. Um, but yeah, I think we got really lucky in finding a color that was close enough to where it looks like it belongs.
They're so comfy too, and so
Yeah, they're very
breathable.
comfy.
Oh yeah, you all have like a nice number of butlers to your cafe as well, which I think is
Yes.
so cute. I love the butler uniform.
Yes.
We
Thank you.
love all of our butlers.
Yes.
Best
Shout out to the
boys.
butlers.
Best boys.
Best
Shout out.
boys.
I think who looks like the absolute cutest is our butler Yuki.
Yuki,
Best
Yuki!
Yuki,
boy.
Yuki.
Yuki, he's best boy. We love him. He's
This is
so
now the Yuki.
cute.
This is now the Yuki fan podcast.
We love
Welcome. We're
him.
going to talk about how much we love Yuki.
We love him so much. My favorite thing, I forget the name escapes me of the dance he always does. Hold on, I'm
First
looking it up.
kiss.
First kiss. Every time he does this, I want to explode because it's so cute with his tail and everything. He's got the big fluffy white tail. And so every
Yeah.
time Yuki dances, I want to cry inside a little bit.
Mhm.
Out of just like a proud mom moment.
Yeah. So I tried to make the uniforms pretty accessible, and then everyone is kind of responsible for finding their own accessories and things. But we're always willing to help people make their uniforms if they don't know how to sew and things like that. But yeah,
Yeah. I
that's the
love that.
uniform.
Yeah, I
Thank
love
you.
that. What are the animals you have in your cafe? Like, and how do they dress them up to
Okay.
reflect that? If you can think on top of your head.
I should be able to. So I am the Sunda tiger, aka the Sumatran tiger. So I have little ears and tail. That I recently bought a new set that I am absolutely in love with. It's by an artist called Niposinta. Um, they are, I believe, from Russia, but they do incredible kimono mimi work. And then Lottie is an axolotl, and where's the
Yeah. I have what was it? I have my little fins, my little ear fins. And I'm actually trying to find the name of the shop I bought them from. So I bought those and they're like nice and airbrushed and everything and there's like bedazzling on it. They're just so beautiful.
They're
Um
Fauna Spirit Creations, right?
Fauna Spirit. Yes, that's who did mine. It's Fauna Spirit. And then they also did my other axolotl ears for my butler. And they're just so beautiful. And then both axolotls have their little tails. They're actually not really little, they're really big tails because I love my extra, but they all have like sequins and they're airbrushed and they're just super, super pretty.
How long are your tails, Lottie?
I think I made them like 3 feet, 4 feet, and they're like thick boys. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yours
I
are yours
definitely,
are big.
yeah, you definitely have to be careful when I dance because I have
Yeah,
smacked people with my tail before.
yeah.
But I just need people to notice me. That's all.
My tail is, I think, about 4 feet, but it's thin and it kind of curls, so it's not as much of a danger. Um, but yeah, your tail is a hazard.
Go
Um,
big or go home.
exactly. Um, we also have Maid Uki, who is the golden
Go.
lion tamarin, right?
Yeah, the
Yes,
golden
golden lion
headed.
tamarin. And she has Uki's really cute because in addition to her ears and tail, she has little arm floofies that have little
I
like
love the
toe
arm
beans.
floofs. So cute.
They're so cute. Let's see. We have Maid Pixie, who's the fennec fox. And she has little ears and tail. Um, let's see. Maid BB is the pronghorn. So she has like ears and horns. And let's see. Yuki, of course, we have Yuki. He's the Arctic wolf. He's got a big floofy white tail and cute white ears. Um, let's see. We have Maid Fairy, who is the black-footed ferret. She has really cute little tiny ears. Um, oh, and then our butlers, we have, of course, Axel, the axolotl. And then we have Saru, who is the northern brown howler monkey, who also has little ears and tails and arm fuzzies. And then Butler Dandy, who is the Asiatic lion, and he has super cute, like gold brown ears and a tail with a little tiger floofy at the end. Did I get everyone? That's
And then Yuka,
right.
the
Yuka,
our
the
iguana,
the
Galapagos
Galapagos
pink.
pink land iguana. It's a
It's like
long
a
name.
mouthful. It's a mouthful, but her tail is so cute.
Her tail is very cute, and she has
Speaking
a
of
little horn
tails,
that she wears on her head. It's so
it's so
cute. A
cute.
singular horn.
And it's pink.
I told her she needs to put him down her back.
It's so cute.
Oh, like Flick from like Animal
Yes.
Crossing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flick. And I
Yes.
think that's pretty much everybody. I'm like going down our list right now. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that you got everybody, and then we have a bunch of new people coming in too that are in the works.
Yes. At the time of recording, we are recruiting, but by the time this comes out, we will more than likely have closed the applications because they close at the end of January.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
But
we'll
that just
see
means that
here.
you'll just get to see new members by that point.
Oh, yeah. So people who are listening, look forward to that. Go check their Instagram after this
Wink
is over.
wonk.
Yeah, what I like about the animal concept is that I can tell like what kind of animal they are by at a glance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you think that they're a part of Minecraft and you can ask.
Yeah.
You're
My
real?
cafe, yeah.
You're real?
Members that we've had in the past who have since graduated, two of our initial members actually wore full like fursuits. So they had the heads and the arms and the feet and everything. So we had another black-footed ferret and we had a macaw. So they had like wings and that was really cool. We had Maid Hoshi, who was the southern bent-wing bat, and she made these really cool wings that were like really big. And then we also had Maid Aqua, who was the vaquita that I talked about earlier, and she had a really cute fin on her back. It was adorable.
And I remember, I think Kyuki was also a part too at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyuki was the polar bear. So she had these big fluffy ears on her head and a little doot doot tail.
little tutu too. I love that.
Yes.
And I love, because I remember I went to the Animaru's debut cafe too, like a few years ago when you had your first
Mhm.
event. It was really fun. It felt kind of odd, not gonna lie, because I was like, I'm usually the one in the dress
Mhm.
and like play the game. But you
I'm
know what?
dancing
Yeah. But I was like, "It's fun though to just, like, take it from another perspective." I had a good time, and I
and to
learned about
relax.
yeah, and I learned that polar bears have, translucent fur, not white fur.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
that's another fun little thing you do at
Yeah,
cafes.
we do little trivia games with the group just so that everyone can learn more about the animals that we have.
Yeah, and I really like that. It adds another layer of fun to the cafe.
Oh, for sure.
I realized, when you guys were talking about all the members, my next question was, how many members do you currently have?
So we
Oh,
currently
how do you
have
count? I'm like, I don't know how to count.
uh I believe it's
I was like,
11.
11?
hold, can I let me hold on. 1, 2. No, I'm just kidding. Are we counting the new people that we just hired, Hygen?
No, they're not official
No,
members yet. They're
that's true.
still
Okay.
trainees.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 12? I'm getting
So
12.
the I think the confusing part is that we have some people who are considered event support. Um
Oh,
and that means
right.
they don't always wear the uniform. They just kind of come in and help and be extra hands. Um so if we're including them, it's a little bit closer to like 15, but like our core staff right now is 8. Um and then, we may or may not have people who do both maid and butler, but I'm not gonna spill those beans.
Wink wonk. You gotta figure
Yeah,
that out.
yep, no, 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 y'all gotta go to the Instagram and take
Gotta
a
figure
look
it
for
out.
yourself.
Gotta figure it out. Gotta find the twins.
But short answer is 8, long answer is more than 8.
The long answer is whoa.
But this is the first time that during our hiring window that we're not capping the amount of people that we're allowing in. So it's going to be really interesting to see how much bigger we grow from, today, which is mid-January, to when this comes out.
Because
Yeah.
we've had a lot of applicants, and like this morning I was looking through them, and I'm like, oh dear God, my head is spinning. I have to keep people like who's who in the application process because I was like, oh my gosh, we've gotten so many people. What do I do with this? I'm like, oh.
I'm sure, we'll get back together again, and we can have an update
Yeah,
We'll
for
have
on how
a
sure.
we'll
many
have
is
a cult.
left.
We're
We'll
always
start.
down to come and chat about Maid Cafe stuff,
Yes, I'm sure we'll meet again in
for sure.
another
Yeah.
no I'd be it either stream, podcast, or just hanging out.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so my next question is, what are factors that help you pick your animal?
So it's definitely different for everyone. For me, I knew when I started the cafe that I wanted to be a type of cat because obviously I love cats and I wanted to do a cat cafe in the beginning anyway. So I picked a tiger because I liked the color orange a lot and I still like the color orange. I know it's kind of like a very shallow reason, but Um, the
Hey,
more
I like orange too, so
My
yeah,
color.
the more that I've learned about the Sunday tiger, the more I've really come to love it and like its unique aspects that set it apart from other tigers. Um, so that's how I chose my animal. I don't know about you, Lottie.
Oh my god, I struggled so hard. I struggled. Okay, I'm trying to even think back. I remember when I first joined, I was coming up with like these really like like you'll look up endangered animals and you'll see like the first 10 of like the basics of endangered animals. So I remember at first going like that, like going like, oh, it could be this, and I'm like, and I knew at the time that Animaro didn't have any like reptiles or amphibians or anything like that. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do some searching. So I originally looked at an alligator, which I was like, that would be really cool. I could be an alligator. And then I knew I wanted to be like some kind of like reptile amphibian. And then I ran into a salamander. And I was like, oh, that'd be so cute. Like I could be a little like goth babe and like be this cute little black salamander. And then axolotls came up on because they're like a little co-species of salamanders. So axolotl came up on there. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, I actually didn't know at the time that like I knew what axolotls were, but I didn't know they were that endangered, like the more I read about it. And I'm like, oh, they are really derpy looking. Like they're really cute. They're very derpy looking. And then there's like a bunch of genetic variations in them, and there's a albino, like a pinkish white color one. And I'm like, that's perfect because it's cute. They're derpy looking and they're super, super endangered. Like I said, the more I read about it, I was like, that's terrible. So I just chose my derpy little amphibian.
Yeah. And I know some people who join don't initially know what animal that they want to be, so we do like help a lot of people out. Um, and it's kind of just fun to go down the rabbit hole of researching different animals. It's not fun to learn that they're endangered, but it's fun to find out about different animals and find different animal facts. Um,
Right.
so a lot of people will be like, I don't know, I just want to be some kind of breed of dog or bear or bunny or something like that. We're like, well, here's 10 different endangered bunnies, dogs, or bears. Have fun.
Right. Or you go like, or if you want to adventure out, like there's all kinds of like insects that are endangered and amphibians and reptiles and like you don't have to stick to a mammal. And then people like I was one of them too who was like, oh yeah, there are more to animals than just like a mammal, you know. And then you go down this rabbit hole. I'm still waiting for someone to be a monarch butterfly. I'm waiting for that
That would be
because
so cool.
it would be so pretty. It's so nice too to like it's cool to look at all these animals and go like there's so much potential in like a maid or butler design and they would be so pretty like whichever route you go, but like the butterfly is one of them. The bee also, I'm surprised no one has like stuck with a bee
Hmm.
because like a bee is a pretty hot topic, but the butterfly is one of them that I went back and forth between a butterfly too, that monarch butterfly, but
Oh,
I
I
like
had no
my
idea
derpy little
that
salamander.
I had no idea that, the monarch butterfly is endangered, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you learn something new every day.
Right. I think the main issue with if I'm not mistaken, with the monarch butterfly is because of the migration of them. Um, I could be totally wrong on this. I believe the area that they migrated to was like the climate wasn't correct. So when they went into their cocoons just like flew off.
Yeah, it was a lot of climate change. Climate change
Yeah.
was the biggest one for them when they did like decide to like move on and try to cocoon. That when they finally did find a population that had like the right climate, they became so overpopulated, which puts the species at risk. So those small areas where they were good climates put them at risk because it was such a high population, and then the rest of the climates like bad temperature drops, excessive rain, um, storms are really detrimental to them. So the more that climate continues to change, it really disrupts like them being able to repopulate.
Mhm.
And they're so pretty.
I know.
I
Mm,
think a ladybug is also endangered too, if I
Hmm.
remember right.
There are a lot of endangered insects. I know people when they think of endangered animals, they tend to think of things like big cats, like snow leopards, and like the giant panda and things like that. But there are a lot
Yeah.
of smaller critters that are endangered as well.
Yeah, the ladybug was another one I'm surprised a lot of people haven't jumped on,
Mhm.
because they're so cute. But yeah, I think a lot of people always think of like the big old mammals, which is fine, but like insects, man. I'm very passionate about these insects. If I was gonna choose again, I would absolutely be an insect.
Ooh, you should like create maid like more like maid sonas, like original characters.
Oh yeah, get
For,
Taiga permission to
yeah.
be another maid.
I'm not against people having more than one animal.
Oh, bet. Okay, next time you check our Instagram, we're gonna have a new maid released. Sorry, not sorry. Give me like 2 weeks to gather some
Oh,
material.
oh, if I was better at drawing, I would like just make like Animaru like maid OCs.
I love that. That's kind of what we ended up doing with our mascots because I picked I Lottie drew our mascots for us and helped design again took my brain idea and shoved my brain into her head and was like make this happen because I don't know
Brain
how to
cell on
draw.
paper.
Yeah. So I chose our mascots are named Annie and Maru. So they're Animaru. Very
Ooh,
Wink
I did
creative,
wonk.
not
I know.
notice.
Wink wonk.
So Annie is a giant panda, and then Maru is a whale shark. Um, so they have like their own little designs, and they're very very cute, and we love them,
Cries.
Oh,
guys.
cute. You know what? I actually thought about like what animal I would be.
What would you
What
be?
animal? What would you be? Spill it. Let's go.
Oh, so I really like birds. And
Oh
yeah, I love birds. And do you guys know what a kakapo is?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like the really chunky avocado birds.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I love
mean,
them.
applications close in 2 weeks.
Oh, I don't think I could handle like
Just saying.
doing some more.
Marcy has a lot on their plate.
That's true.
Yeah, but if I think
They
it'd be
just
cute to do it like an illustration of like maybe a
Oh, for
oh
kakapo
sure.
my gosh,
maid.
fan art, fan art.
Yeah, just like have like green wig, maybe like some like green feathers.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what if we did like a fan art contest where people design their own maid OC
I
and
would
then we
you
give them
could
like some kind of prize?
I was gonna say, Marcy, you could like work like a bird and migrate throughout the seasons. So like you have your off seasons with Animaru, and then you come back for the summer.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm just saying, just you're our seasonal hire.
Oh,
Marcy is in hibernation right now.
Yeah, Marcy, our maid Marcy's in hibernation currently. We'll be back during the times of spring to summer, and then they go and hibernate once again.
I love
well, what's
that.
funny about cockapos is that I think they're flightless actually.
Oh no! He just takes the train.
Yeah, they usually like walk and
He has a bus pass.
yeah, they're a parrot that lives in the forests in New Zealand. They're parrots that live in like they're arboreal kind of like they live in forests in New Zealand and they're also like super destructive and they're also like really friendly.
Chaos bird.
You could come help us tear down vermins.
Yeah, it's like if you look up videos on YouTube of like cockapos like at national parks, you'll see like just like them like just being
Just havoc.
yeah, like destruction, havoc, like tearing at people's cars, stealing
That is
snacks.
that is what I'm gonna do after this.
It's just havoc.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have
I
a
love
Violence.
them.
Kakapo viewing party.
We're just
Yeah,
gonna
they're so
ensue
cute
violence.
though. Yeah, it's because they don't really fly, because they're too chonky. Like the way they like waddle and when they run, it's
Same.
so cute.
Literally
Aww.
me. Oh my dang. I relate to this bird.
Yeah, they're so cute. That or a chattering Lori. Those are
Aw.
also really cute. Do you guys know like the bird that's like wait, 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 and he like looks at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's a chattering Lori.
Wow.
I just love that these are like violence ensued birds by genetics. They just ensue violence.
Yeah, they chose chaos. Oh wait, no,
They
they
literally
didn't.
were born into
They were born
chaos.
into chaos. That's just
They
Yeah.
were
them.
born into murder and slaughter. Oh my god.
Yeah, and that could be
I
like another thing too, like the bird, like the pet trade in birds for like exotic birds and stuff. Like that's also a really huge
Mhm.
issue.
yeah.
Mhm.
Y'all need a bird representative.
Yeah. I
I
know.
agree.
I miss
Second,
having a bird.
second. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, bird and fish trade is I know it's, like, really awful.
Yeah. And we,
I
last year we did a lot of work on a YouTube series called Ethical Exchange, where we talked about like products and things that affect the environment and how you can like adjust your the way you use them to help offset that. And I'd like to do more series of like things like talking about like birds and fish and game and stuff like that as well.
They're just a lot of work. Those
Yeah.
videos are a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of research and a lot of scripting and stuff.
I
and,
know, like,
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
axolotls are kind of the same way too. I know there's, like, a lot of, like, chitter chatter about, people bring axolotls in as pets, and there's, like, good and bad, like, pros and cons to it because their climate where they thrive is in Mexico, but that climate and that environment is really, really bad for them. But also you get a lot of, like, pet owners who take on axolotls and don't realize, like, the high maintenance they are. And so, yeah, there's, like, a lot of, back and forth on the internet if people should be keeping them as pets and distributing them too. You get a lot of axolotl breeders, and then anybody can buy them. And
Mm.
unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to take care of them because they're kinda high maintenance. So it's kinda like the same thing between, like, birds and fish and everything, and axolotls kind of fall into that too, is a lot of people take them on as pets going like, "Oh, they're cute derpy babies," which they are cute derpy babies, but
So what we should do is we should start a podcast where that's what we talk about.
we
Yes.
just
On a
cry
more
about how
charity, yeah.
Animar
yeah.
pops off on animal endangerment.
But yeah, and, like, exotic pet trade, that's, like, a huge issue that even,
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
everyone has should probably know about.
Mhm.
Oh, that leads into my next question, actually, since y'all are talking so much about, like, you know, you do a lot of charity work and activism, what's a big goal you like to achieve, like, during the Animaru career? Or goals, if you have multiple?
That is a very good question.
Mm.
Personally, I would say I just wanna continue working with, charities. I'd like to work with, like, some of the bigger, wildlife charities and things like that. Not even necessarily bigger ones, but, like, ones that need more help and need more awareness and things like that. I think I would just really like to, kind of continue what we're doing, and push more of like the awareness and the activism that we do in our group. Um, I know that a lot of maid cafes go into the uh, career, I guess you could call it,
The industry.
the industry with the idea of like opening a restaurant or like an actual cafe. That's really has never been our goal. It's totally fine to have that goal, but that's not really on our agenda. We really just want to continue to push our message and get the word out about
Mhm.
things, um, and continue to do charity work. Can you think of any big goals that I'm not thinking of, Lottie?
I think always push charity. I have to look up the exact number, but like for the year of 2021, we donated so much money to all kinds of different charities,
Yeah, I think
environmental,
our total number was 1,200.
yeah, something like that. And it
Yay! Go,
was
go,
and it was like a
go!
mix of things like environmental stuff, animal endangerment and human like welfare places, mental health and research and medical research facilities and research centers we donated to. I
Yeah,
think for
and
me too, another goal that like I personally would love to see for us is really start pushing out into like the fur community more. So not
mhm,
just stay more in Arizona, but really start to branch out into like out of state. Just like Tyga kind of mentioned, same kind of prerogative is really just continue to push our message and to stay flexible and to say like to continue to just travel and share our message and share our goals and our mission statement and just kind of branch out into different communities, especially the fur communities, because they're all
mhm.
so different. And I feel like Animaru could touch them in a really loving and sweet way that we've been able to do for Arizona, for example.
Yeah, I'd say that our biggest goal for the next, mm, let's say for the next 2 years, is to have our first out of state event.
Hmm. For sure.
Um, yeah, I
I think you
definitely,
can do it.
thank you. I definitely
Oh.
want to push more fur cons because obviously furries already love animals,
Hmm.
and I think it's a really good community to start to spread the message of animal endangerment and activism and things like that into, because they already have that passion for animals. So it's kind of just, playing on that and being like, I know you love animals. Here's some animals that really need your help, and it's really, really easy to help them. And
Mhm.
here's what you can do to do that. So definitely
Those are our
pushing more into
peeps.
the fur community.
Yeah,
Those are our peeps.
and I know fur conventions too. They are usually partnered with a charity too. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. They usually are always paired with a charity. But yeah, I think,
Yeah.
for that, I'm really excited, like, I would love to outreach more into, like, the fur community and see what especially, like, different states have to offer, and really connect with more people and bring more people in to, like, celebrate animals and the environment with us.
If you guys ever go out there, I kind of want to like go too because I I think
You
fur
can
cons
be
are
the
a fun little
chaos.
thing. I think
You can
the
you can be
Kakopo.
you can be our event support.
Please.
I just like knock over stuff. Like I'm not support. I'm kidding. I
I'm
Private
not
like
support,
boss.
I'm the problem.
I like chew on tables.
You eat the leftovers.
I'm telling you, like look at videos of Kakapos. They are destruction, and I love them.
I'm so
You
excited
start
to go look
digging
up
in the
Kakapos.
trash. You start digging in the trash.
Oh yeah, I take I
We're
take
we're like we're
stacks.
like we're like, Marcy, can you go take out the trash? And you're like, sure, and you just start digging through it.
Marcy eats
God.
parts of our board games.
Why are we missing a puzzle piece, Marcy?
Where's the other half of the card deck?
It's like
Eat.
wasn't me.
Violence.
It's canon now.
It's canon. Now I'm gonna draw it. Now I'm gonna draw you as a little Kakopo.
Yes, like oh man, I wonder if I could like have like I know they're not actual avocados, but they look like little
They
avocados.
literally look like
Yeah.
avocados. They look like really like an avocado on steroids.
Yeah, like tasty guacamole. Like
Yeah, like prime guac.
That is a good point that you brought up, that fur cons are honestly really fun to go to. Um, I've only been to a couple, but the ones that I have been to, obviously I was working with Animaru, but everyone is so nice.
Oh, freaking
And it's
nice.
like
Oh my
it's such
god.
a fun community to hang out in. I know furries get a bad rap,
but
but
they're
like
honestly
through
really fun to hang out with.
they are,
Mhm. They're
and
really
especially
sweet.
especially working with through Animaru, with the furry community, it's been like really eye-opening to be like, wow, these people are just like people who have a passion for something, and they do these incredible costumes and go to cons like the rest of us, and they're just normal people, and they're all really cool and really nice and fun.
Right. I
Yeah,
think what
yeah.
was it at FurCon in October when we were wandering around the dealers hall? There's people, vendors there who sell like custom made like the headpieces and everything. And I remember I was talking to one of the vendors, and I remember she was telling me like how much work goes into just making like a headpiece and how much they run for and why they run for that much. And I'm like, this isn't art. Like, this isn't like, it's just like any normal cosplay where, it's a craft and it's an art. And if you're vending and stuff like that, like so much like time and money and resources and skill like over years has to be developed to like make them look so beautiful.
Yeah, like fursuiting is like a true like there's like the level of craftsmanship is like really
It's
insane.
crazy. It's crazy. There was one, it's actually on our Instagram, like on our little save stories, that one of the heads we found that had a little squeaky toy in the nose. So you could squeak the nose on the head, and it gave me so much serotonin. It was so cute. But it's just like it was just like those little details that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such a craft. Like this is beautiful.
It really is though. Like furries like I you know what for Sumuji is furry approved. Like y'all are welcome to
Stamp
come.
of
Yeah.
approval. Yeah. We've got stamped.
And I know it's like from time to time I'll just like look up furry vlogs because it really is like just a fun time to go to like be there. It's just ugh, they just have fun. I love fun.
It's a good time. We love it.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up in a little bit. Here's the last question I have for both of you. What's your advice to someone who wants to be a maid or a butler?
Um, I think specifically coming from a maid cafe whose uh, focus is charity, I would say to really look for a group whose views align with yours. Because, obviously all maid cafes have different goals and things. So I think finding the group that you would really fit in well with, and like I said, whose goals align with you is really, really important. Obviously, Animaru might not be the right place for everybody. If you just wanted to, like, dress cute and serve and you don't really care about charity stuff, it's probably not the place for you. That's totally fine if that's all you care about. But yeah, I would definitely say if you're looking to become a maid or butler, do your research into different cafes in your area and figure out where you would fit in and what would work best for you.
Yeah, I think for me, obviously I agree with everything that Tyga said. um, for me too, to add on to that, I think for sure, how do I say this? Uh, with peace and love, it's not that deep. Have fun. Don't get caught up in um, like just don't get caught up in your own head about it. The whole point of any kind of cafe is to have fun and connect with your community, whatever those cafe goals may be. If it's to open a restaurant, if it's to do pop-up events, this and that and the other, just remember to please have fun. Remember why you're doing it. Have fun, let loose, and just I think a lot of people get so caught up in like I call it an industry, which makes me laugh because I don't really know if that's the right term, but
I
it's
guess
definitely it's
like
like a niche.
community.
It's a very niche community, and it's really easy to get really like wrapped up in your own head about it. So as long as you continue to do it for the right reasons and do it for you and to have fun and reconnect with your community, I think that's perfect for sure. And then to just always remain respectful of yourself and other people and just like I said, just have fun. Like that's the whole point of the community and maids and everything is just to have fun and like love one another, support one another, and just remember why you wanted to do it.
It's always okay to say no, and it's always okay to leave if you're not having a good time.
And it's okay to have boundaries.
Girl.
Like you can't do everything, and it's totally okay. Like I would love to do every event, but like I know that's not possible, and that's okay. That still makes me hardworking, and that still makes me a good maid, and I still love what I'm doing. Like it's just really easy to get caught up in the whole movement of it all. But just have fun, be positive, be happy,
Be a
and
cute maido or butler.
yeah, and respect yourself and respect your boundaries, and just have fun and be cute.
That was some really good advice. Thank you both.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah, but thank you so much for sharing all your stories and your advice and all the fun and great stuff you all do for charity. Like everyone, seriously, go check them out. Or where can they find you actually?
Thank
Like
you.
I'm gonna demand
Um,
them they go there right now.
so we are on Instagram at Animaru Maid Cafe. That is like our primary social media. We're also on Facebook, which is just Animaru. We are on Twitter, Animaru Maid Cafe. We are on TikTok. Is it still any? So there's a little joke about that. When we first started, Lottie made a typo, and it
No,
was
my
it.
iPad made a typo, but
Yeah,
it was
okay, sure.
my
It was Animaru Mud Cafe.
Mud
Yeah.
and you
Cafe.
can't change it for 30 days. You can't
But it
change
should
it.
it should be good now. It should be Animaru Maid Cafe
Yes.
on TikTok.
That's
Um,
so I love that.
And
we
if you want us at a convention, especially a fur convention, email us. Tell
yeah.
your community about us.
Email is 100% the best way to get your business inquiries through. So animarumaidcafe@gmail.com. And then we also have an Etsy shop that is Animaru Maid Cafe where we sell checkies, stickers, pins, and some other fun stuff. We're working on getting more merch out all the time. Is there any social media that I missed?
Do you still have your coffee account? Or
It's still up if you want to give us donations, but we don't have the shop up anymore because we did move over to Etsy. But if you would like to donate to us at any point in time, our Ko-fi is open. We also have a Twitch, and we're trying to get back into streaming really soon. So that is also twitch.tv/AniMaruMaidCafe.
We have a lot.
yay!
Yeah.
It's
And
okay.
if you wanna see us anywhere, if you want your convention to email us, please have them reach out. We're very easy and we're very responsive and we'd love to outreach more to more people.
Yes, I highly recommend. Get Animara at your event. They're so
Chef's
cute.
kiss.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me and telling me your story. I really enjoyed my time here with you.
Thank you. We
Anytime you
love
want to have
it.
us back, we enjoy talking with you. It's
Oh
a great
yeah,
time.
If you want
yeah.
to send us bird pictures, please.
Yeah.
Bird
Oh,
pics.
Bird pig. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll send
Give
some
me
nice
them
bird
burps.
pigs. Okay. Well, thank you so much to you, the listener, for listening, and I will be back next week with another guest or guests. We'll see who that will be. So, yep. Thank you everyone for listening. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.